And the great Ty Law joins us on the Harbor One hotline this morning. Hey, Ty.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How you doing?
What's going on today?
Well, first of all, let me just put it out there. I want everybody to come down to Route 1 Liquors in Foxborough. I'm doing my first tasting / bottle signing. So you buy a bottle, sign a bottle. We're going to taste some of this good Corvus vodka, man. We're going to have a good time. We're going to turn that damn parking lot into a tailgate.
And that is today at what time?
Today at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
5 o'clock, Route 1 Liquors. Everybody come on down. We
talked to you about this a little bit on Tuesday, but it appears that the sky is falling worse than it was. We've had an ongoing discussion this morning about Bill Belichick because some are suggesting that Andy Reid is a better coach than Bill. If you look at current NFL coaches, and many consider Bill to be the best that is doing it right now, I would ask you if you think Bill Belichick is still the among those who are coaching currently, the best that there is in the league.
Well, I mean, I think you got to give the nod to Andy Reid. He's having the most success now. I mean, I look at it as you as a player. You had your prime, and what did you do in your prime? And then as you get older, we don't all play the same. I mean, I think he can agree with me on that. You know, I wasn't the same player in year 3, 4, 5, 6 than I was in 12, 13, 14, 15. You know what I mean? I was still a good player. I could still play. So when it's all said and done, when you look at the resume, if he decides to shut it down right now, he is the greatest coach of all time. And until you can match those stats, I don't want to hear about the quarterback. I don't want to hear all these things that people try to, water it down. Man, the fact is that he's a 6-time Super Bowl champion head coach. Until somebody else does it, he's the greatest of all time. Is he having a great, last few years? Absolutely not.
So
not to his standard.
Andy Reid right now is a better coach.
Andy Reid right now is the best coach because he has the best players. So, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and diminish anything that Andy Reid is doing right now. He has the best players, and he has the best quarterback in football. So guess what? Damn right.
Well, I'll diminish the time because Andy Reid can't win, and he's only won when he had the best quarterback in the National Football League in Patrick Mahomes. Bill was able to prove, especially in the first 3 Super Bowls, that Tom's still a good quarterback, but it wasn't built around Tom Brady. Now, I think he has to change his philosophy now on the way the game is played, and he has to it's all about having that quarterback. But when people say Andy Reid, a lot of people tend to forget, Ty, that he had Donovan McNabb, who was the number 2 overall pick, and then when he went to Kansas City, he had Alex Smith, and Alex Smith at that time was considered, he was the number 1 overall pick, and he was considered a very good player. And he wasn't able to win then, and until he finally got, it looks like, the second coming of what we now see as the greatest quarterback.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. If you're talking about the right now, Andy Reid is going to win the conversation based on the recency of his wins. If you go back overall and look at the totality of it, when Bill walks away from coaching football, he is going down as the greatest of all time because of the championships and then the short amount of time that he's done it in with the Patriots. In 20 years, 6 championships. How many organizations been around a lot longer than that? Let's talk about the Steelers. Let's talk about the Cowboys. They've been around a lot longer, and when they got their 5, 6 championships, it was a hell of a lot longer than 20 years.
Yeah. Is Sunday the most important game in Mac Jones' career?
Every game is his most important game at this point. The way he's been performing, it's not getting any better because when you lose your 2 most valuable pieces, which are on the defensive side of the ball, and Matthew Judon and Christian Gonzalez, man, it ain't looking good for the Patriots. It ain't looking good for Matt because now you're going to have to more so depend on him to score points because I don't know how good the Patriots defense is going to be right now when you lose those two key guys. So he's going to have a lot on his shoulders. He can go out there and prove us all wrong, prove all the doubters wrong, which if he's that type of guy, he should be wanting and willing to do that and looking forward to that opportunity and challenge. But again, let's go back to the coaches. Let's go back to Mac. You don't have the players. I don't give a damn how good of a quarterback you are. I don't give a damn how good of a coach you are. But if you don't have the players, you're not going to be successful. And you have to surround Mac with some talent. And right now, he doesn't have that to make him successful because he's not a Patrick Mahomes. He's not Tom Brady.
Ty,
Let's understand that.
Gronk this week was talking about Mac and said that, he's now been benched twice for Bailey Zappi to come in. These are probably mistakes that they've been working on during practice, and the fact that he's still making them during the games is only pissing Bill Belichick off more. And Gronk said if it happens again, if he gets benched again and keeps making these mistakes in games, he thinks it could be the end of Mac Jones as the quarterback. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely, because he's not going to let you keep making mistakes over and over and over again, and he is pissed off to the highest degree of festivity. I'll tell you that right now. But of course, he's going to keep a little bit, in house. He's not going to say too much. He's not going to expose his quarterback any more than he's already exposed himself. Out there on the play, he's going to let everybody else do the talking. So I just know from the history of the Patriots, history of Bill Belichick, if you get benched that many times, you on your way out the door unless you do something drastic to change his mind and say, okay, this is our guy. It's very little margin for error, Wiggy, and you know that. You can't keep – it's like if you fumble, you could be the hell of a running back. You can get more yards per carry than anybody else, but let you keep fumbling. He ain't putting you out there. Can't trust you.
Ty, you like the J.C. Jackson move?
I got a question about this one first because I don't know. Did they got to pick up that big ass contract?
No, $1.5 million is what the Patriots have to pay on that. Damn. How did they get away with that when he just left?
Because I think the charges. I think that was part of the trade that they would be willing to pick up the majority of his salary.
Damn, they wanted to get rid of him.
Yep.
They'll say, you know what? Just give us this, and we're gonna eat this other 10, 12 million he in. Damn, that's saying something right there. But guess what? If you can get the value out of him for $1.5 million, being that you lost your best corner for $1.5 million, J.C. Jackson, maybe you can, revitalize what he's done to warrant the big contract that he got up in San Diego. I think it's a good move. But if he had to pick up that contract, I'm like, oh, that's desperation right there. But I don't think Bill would have done that, but I still had to ask.
Yeah.
Ty, when you start to kind of figuring out, so I've been a Pats fan my whole life, and you start to see the success that the Patriots had over Bill's career.
Hold on, Wick. You a damn lie. You were no Pats fan when at the old Foxborough Stadium.
Yeah, I was. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Here's what I go back to.
They couldn't buy win bullshit.
No. Here's what I tell you.
All right.
No. I'm going to tell you.
Fraudulent.
It was 1985. I always talk about my mother got my T-shirt that said "Squish the fish."
Squish the fish.
Squish the fish. And then a week later, she got me the Bury the Bears. It didn't work out. We were up 3-0.
What size was it?
I'm
guessing a double X.
I was a young puppet then, and I'll never forget. I was living in family housing down in Georgia, University of Georgia. It was me, my wife, and my daughter. And I remember watching the Super Bowl, the 96 game. Ty will remember this game, okay? Mm-hmm. And I believe it was Terry Glenn who just caught a touchdown. Mm-hmm. And then the next play, kickoff. Desmond Howard goes 100 yards.
Yes.
And
because the brilliant Parcells in a dome continued to kick the ball to him as opposed to kicking the ball out of bounds.
Yes. So I've been riding with this team, Ty, for a long, long time, even in the stinky years. With the what was that 92 or something with 2 wins.
I got you beat. I was at the Superdome for that game. So put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Oh, you was down for that game?
Yes, I was.
And I think see, Coco, is you gonna tell me a story too? Is you gonna lie and say you was a Patriots fan all your whole life?
Well, I was, yes.
Okay,
Lowell born and raised.
So somebody got to come on this damn show and tell the truth. You was not no Patriot fan back in the day because it's hard. Looks, I love me some Steve Grogan as my man now, but I thought this was some funny shit because you pick up on
all right.
you pick up on stuff, as you're watching, but it's hard to root for a team that's losing in the quarterback wearing the neck roll.
They should have never played Tony Eason.
I said, how are you playing quarterback with a neck roll on? Like the one like the Eric Dickerson used to wear, the running backs and all that. I said, that's why they losing right there. He can't get the full motion. You can't be a fan of the quarterback with a neck roll. But anyway, that's why I can't see y'all. I think y'all all lying and y'all just saying that for the people and all that. But yeah, I'm a Patriot fan now. And we had reasons to celebrate, but back then, y'all, they didn't have no reason to celebrate. Come on, man.
We had 85 and 96. 92, well, it was 2 wins that year, and before they drafted Bledsoe.
Right. Dale called the games.
Yeah. We had 85, and then we had to suffer for some years, and then, we had 96, but unfortunately we weren't able to bring it home, and then, thanks to the 10 catches in the snow.
But Patriots, it was bad back then. I remember when I came up for my visit, man. And like I said, I'm diehard. I'm New England all the way, bro. The old school fans, I respect it, but I'm like, damn, a quarterback with a neck roll. And then I remember Corwin Brown came back to University of Michigan. He had on some, we think Corwin, he in the league. Oh, okay, Corwin doing it. Man, he came back and had some Apex shoes on. Come on, man, where the Nikes at? You know what I mean? I said, that's what New England giving y'all up there? Goddamn Apex?
All right. Ty Law, as always, a pleasure, and I want to remind everybody that the swear jar gets an additional $120 this morning, thanks to the S-Bomb. And Ty's first swear, believe it or not, is brought to you by QC Kinetics. They donate the extra $20 every time Mr. Potty Mouth can't control what he's saying. So
yeah, you know what? And I want to put y'all on the spot too. I'm talking about Curtis, Shine, Coco, Wiggy, Greg, Ken, boss man back there probably in the office right now at home. Guess what? I fight traffic all the time to come see y'all. Why don't y'all fight a little traffic? Come see me down there, Route 1 Liquors in Foxborough, 5 o'clock.
Oh, all right. I might be able to. I think I have a prior engagement, but I might be able to.
Yeah.
That's cap now.
I just want to put out there, Coco. You and Santo be going on all these vacations. You ain't showed up at the last couple spots.
That's not true. Last couple. Well, yeah, you guys were in Foxborough.
You over there in Perry, and all that. Grey Poupon and shit like that. You know what I mean? Coco, you need to come on, Coco.
5 o'clock tonight, Coco.
Are you
it's right
going,
next to the
Will you
McDonald's.
pick me up?
Santo,
I'm coaching.
Santo, bring her down, Santo, and come on down and grab the bottle.
Okay, all right. They should use that as their brand slogan. Grey Poupon and S like that. That would be.
It was Grey Poupon.
All right, Ty, you're the best. Thanks, bud.